the early 1900s, some of the world's first ever moving pictures were made here in Sheffield in the north of England. Over 100 years later, and the film tradition remains strong. I'm here at Sheffield DocFest, Britain's largest festival devoted solely to documentaries. I'm here to give you some exclusive interviews and a sneak peek at some of the best political documentaries. Hussein, welcome to CinePolitics. Thanks for joining us. Can you tell us a bit about this year's DocFest?
Okay, the Sheffield DocFest is the largest doc event in the UK. It's one of the top 3 in the whole world at the moment. We have about over 1,500 delegates coming each year and public audience as well. We have a film program, a new meat market to get projects going, a session program, and a lot of really good parties.
Was there one film that really shocked you, really opened your eyes to a story you didn't know?
Yeah, American Radical, about Norman Finkelstein. He's a leftist, extreme leftist American Jewish academic who's a very harsh critic of Israel. It seems that there is a big movement there in the United States that is pro-Palestinian. He has a big following. We hoped to have him to come this year, but he couldn't make it. But could you imagine the protest outside?
And what about more controversial documentaries? How do you treat those?
I'm going to be looking at things that kind of ask harder questions, things that are not always in the media, and things that I know will get people talking, because I hate a film that you watch and you see and you leave. There has to be a discussion afterwards. People get talking immediately after the credits roll. That's a good sign.
One documentary that certainly got people talking was BAFTA winner Nick Broomfield's new film about 6 environmentalists who climbed one of Britain's largest power stations to get their message heard.
She hadn't been climbing alone. There's not a lot of people that could just hop over the side like that. I've got bigger respect for her.
How big is that chimney?
It's either 209 or 220 metres.
Do you think filmmakers have an important role to play if there is to be the green revolution that your film seems to hope for?
Of course, it's not enough to have your heart in the right place. I mean, that's a good start. I think you also need to find a way that you will get a public and that they will want to see your film.
Obviously, at CinePolitics, political cinema is our passion. Does this festival confirm that it's a good time for political cinema?
I think we live in a great time for political cinema. I think that it needs to be with a great story or a way of telling a story in a very entertaining way. I think there's been some great films and there's been some great documentaries that are also very political. So I think it's a good time, and it's a mystery in a way because everyone says there's no money, but I think there's more creativity than there has been in years.
Well, that's all from the festival circuit for this week. Back to you in the studio.